Alrighty, and here we are, starting out at the Korthos beach with a giant shipwreck all around us, and look at how beautiful things are here. Nice little birds in the sky, a disgusting little halfling who's basically a pervert, and the cloudiest of cloudy skies with a nice snowfall all over us. Anyway, oh, there we go. A nifty floating, white dragon. I keep calling them frost dragons every time. I'm so used to World of Warcraft. A white dragon, which is basically responsible for that and just kind of cursing the area now. So why don't we go ahead and talk to this, perverted little Jeets, and we're going to go ahead and go straight through the Korthos quest line, just to give a bit of a basis of what you're doing here. And the Korthos quest line is actually really decent because it walks you through a lot of stuff. So you'll notice we've got all of our attacks down here. I might just go ahead and give myself a few more bars and move them wherever I feel like it. Like right there, and this one can go there. And we'll just throw one over here. And this one will actually flip and put get over here you, over there. There we go. And I like to put my stances on a bar over here and activate them. So we've got our power attack now activated by clicking it once. We can move our sneak and our search over here. And I think what we'll do is we'll put our rage. I like it. Actually, it's good on there. And we'll put these attacks just front and center. And dismiss rage, maybe somewhere we're not going to use it all that much. There we go. Alrighty, so basically we've got our bars set up. It's a very quick setup here. I think you noticed what I did there when I was janking things out. We just want to put things on the main keys that we're going to be using, like Q, W, those are my normal attacks, and, you'll go through the animation and just do stuff. Now, mind you, if you don't have a weapon, you'll probably look like you're punching nothing, but we did end up getting a starter potion out of it. That's pretty decent, actually. You can always drag things from your inventory, throw them on there. I've got a bundle of different things, but don't worry too much about that. That's all just, pay-to-win stuff. It's not stuff I'm going to be using in this playthrough. So, we can talk to Jeets, and we can take, well, why don't we take that great axe that we had on the screen there? Sure. And once again, we can put that great axe, but this time, we'll put it right over here. And we start off with nice rags too, by the way. We don't start off completely naked. But anyway, now we can hit things with our nice little axe. Woo! Smash at everything! And, you know what? I'm going to take those potions. You can click the image up here if you want, and it'll just pick things up. And that. And you can also move this anywhere you see fit. So you can move it, say, down there. And move yourself right there. That's not too bad, is it? And then you can even click yourself and target yourself if you need to, do a heal or something. But we can just drink one of those potions anytime. It'll heal us a very nice amount. I'm not super concerned about wasting these, but you probably don't want to yourself. So we'll ask him, what do we want? I'll give a message to Selamis. Sure, I'll go and help her. And break a couple more things along the way. Pick up some more money right down there. There we go. I think now that we've gotten a few things under our belt, we'll probably want to go ahead and start to lock this up. Also, these hints on the side, probably very useful to you, but they're kind of getting in my way, so I'll get rid of them. Ah, drinking. The life of a YouTuber is so difficult. We need so much water. Alright, so what was I doing? Yes, I wanted to get rid of hints, and I wanted to lock these bars so I don't actually start moving stuff. So, to lock the bars, second option right here. Lock shortcut icons. Now you'll notice I can't move any of them. I can't get them off of these spots. They're stuck. They're good. So if we clicked an ability, for example, boom, boom, we're not going to move it off the bars. Likewise, hints. So what we can do is just HINT, don't show hints. And it'll get rid of all those and clean up the screen a little bit. So we've got a bit cleaner screen. Now I like to move this up here, but you can have it here if you want. I think I'm going to keep it here just for the sake of the video because it's a lot cleaner, a lot neater. This isn't my usual user interface layout. I suppose we'll just keep things pretty straightforward and pretty visible right now. Pretty visible. Visible. We'll keep it visible for now. So we're going to keep it visible for now. So let's go ahead. I don't think you need to see me break more of that stuff. We've got a decent amount of money right now. 3 gold, 43. We're fine. So we just follow this guy up here and head right into our first dungeon. Anytime you're about to enter a new region, wilderness area or a dungeon or, just a building, it'll bring up one of these menus. Well, not all buildings, to be fair, but, you know what I mean. Like a place where you're going to do a quest. And also, if you want, you can public group this. You can actually show that up in the grouping tab of social, which you can usually reach with O by default. And there's a bunch of different groups on there, and you can set things up the way you want. But as a solo quest, I think we're good just to go ahead and go in by ourselves. Alright, so we're almost to the point where I can show you exactly how this works, but this is a decent tutorial. We'll just skip ahead through all this stuff, and I'm ready to go. I think I might move that just a little bit down. So we've got a protection from death spell, cast on us right now. It's actually very decent. This is going to help make sure that we don't accidentally die by jumping off of big, tall things like this right up here. But we're going to go right up here. Very clearly, I know where I'm going on this one, so it's not as big a concern. See the jump investment? We didn't take any damage from falling that height. It was very decent. And you know what? Let's go ahead and rage. Boom. Oh, look at that. One shot. That's that strength investment coming through. One hit kill. Now, it is solo mode, but we're also first life tunes, so yeah, you kind of get what you pay for on that one, huh? Alright, here we are. Lever. Go ahead, hit that lever, open the door, destroy the evil Sauhagen. I know people pronounce it so many different ways. I heard Sauhagen, and it just kind of sticks with me. I just kind of hear it all the time now, It's whatever, it's, fucking whatever. Alright, so let's hit some more stuff. Boom. 49 damage. Yeah, we're crushing everything in here. There is no chance. We might not even take any damage by the time this is done. Ooh, but we did get our fatigue. So because of our rage, we actually are now a little slower, and I think our carrying capacity, I'm not sure. Maybe our will save is low, I'm not sure. We took a little bit of a debuff. But doesn't seem to be impeding our damage any. Wow. Absolutely crushing everything with no armor and no good weapons either. So we should have one more wave. Where are you guys? There you are. Alright, well, let's just get rid of the one next to us. Yes, and there is actually a bit of a bonus for attacking things that aren't paying attention to you. So you'll notice we're doing a little more damage to the things that are paying attention to the allies here. One thing I will do is I want to show up all those nameplates. So, let's see. Do-do-do. Show. It should be enemy. Nope. Should be. Come on now. What is it? Monster. Haha. Show overhead monster HP. There we go. Hopefully that'll happen in the next fight. So we'll go down here, grab ourselves a nice silver key. Oh, and this is an interesting part to tell about the swim mechanic. So you'll notice this breath meter here. Pretty obviously, once it reaches 0, you don't die, but you do start taking damage. So you generally want to go up really quickly. The damage is not extremely high, but, we don't have a great amount of HP. Well, actually, we have a great amount of HP to work with. And you also have rest shrines that you can sleep at to get that HP back if you need to. Or resurrection shrines to resurrect yourself if you died. There's a few forgiving mechanics here. But that is a trap. That is where rogues are definitely useful. This guy here is a rogue, so I'll let him handle it. If you're a rogue, you actually, in this tutorial, get the chance to disable it yourself, which is kind of neat. But, once again, we wouldn't be able to smash things as easily as we do currently if we were a rogue. That's why this guy is such a great solo tune. Like, look at that wall of HP. 45. Now, mind you, we were doing 45 hits, but still, it's a decent chunky wall of HP. Let's open this up, though, and see what we've got here. Yeah, oh, there we go. All the HPs. Everybody's hit point bar is above their head, so I can tell who they are, the enemies from the allies. Let's try to trip him. We sundered him. We did not trip him. But he is a red name, as you could tell, so... Red name characters are considered minor bosses, and you can't really trip them, but you can generally sunder them. But we go straight for the loot. A nice ring of water breathing, that'll help us in underwater challenges. And battle-worn chain shirt, kind of nice for a bit of extra armor class considering our starter rags. You'll notice has no armor bonus at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and just equip that immediately. Oh yeah, interesting note. I actually called myself Nuggets Ahoy from KFC. You know, the neutral good barbarian, because of course. But here's our character sheet. So we did take a little bit of damage there. We're at 37 out of 45, but we beat the boss of the dungeon with taking only 8 points of damage, so that defense is coming in pretty clutch. And here, we can actually search this out and head on through. So this is a decent walkthrough, I think, because it really kind of coaxes you through the general mechanics of dungeoning, of playing Dido, which is very helpful. But we'll complete this, get ourselves a new Great Axe. Before we do that, I actually want to show you something. See this little yellow bar with this exclamation point in the middle? That tells us we can't use that ability or that item or what have you very effectively. We have an attack penalty, 20%, so basically a -4 hit chance on top of our already pretty lower hit chance considering that we're currently using power attack. So, if you have a weapon like that, it's probably best to avoid them because not only do you not get a good hit chance with them, you also lose a lot of the benefits of them, like a repeating light crossbow would normally shoot 3 bolts at one time, at least in the context of Dido. And if we aren't proficient, we're probably only shooting 1 bolt at a time because we don't get those special benefits. Like these wands as well, we have chances to activate them. That's our UMD, our Use Magic Device, coming into the fore, but it's only 50%, so the yellow bar is underneath it as well, saying, hey, you have a chance to fail at using this item. It's a little heads up. Hey, by the way, keep an eye out for this thing. It's probably not very good for you. But we're getting there. So, we're going to take our Great Axe, sure, and we got a bunch of XPs for it. And we ranked up, so that's each of these bars is a rank. Once you get all your ranks together, all these little blue baubles over here filled up, then you get a level. And once you level up, you get to increase your power. The basic manner of speaking, so let's equip all that stuff. And here we are. So we have 16, 12, 16, 8, 10, and you would normally have 10, but we have 14 here. Not a big deal. It's not going to interfere with the play at all. But the big things here are, because we have a decent dex, we also have a fairer armor class than we otherwise would have. We get that, +1 max dex bonus, not too bad. Fortitude saving throws, all of these saving throws here, basically, that means that we defend against certain abilities. Fortitude is generally against physical attacks or physical ailments like poisons. Reflex is usually against traps and magical attacks like a fireball that you can dodge. And will is usually against control, like, I don't know, being held in place, for example, or being put to sleep, or being charmed and forced to attack your rivals, which I don't think they actually have a mechanic in all of Dido where you get charmed and attack your rivals. But I could be mistaken. I'm not, it's already like 2 in the morning here. I'm not thinking too straight. But that's a basic overview of Barbarian. I think we can probably end this real quickly, but we could start off with their trees here and just show you why I like Barbarians so much. So once again, as Strimtom mentioned in his video, Barbarians have 3 different trees, each of which has a healing component, right? So this one right here, healing component is up at the top tier and is healing or hurting. You heal over the course of time, right? Pretty basic, pretty straightforward. Over here, we actually have, where is it? There we go. 1 spirit, where you spend a resource, weapon bond in this case. As you hit things, for example in this tree, you gain bond. Every attack generates 1 bond up to a 200 max, and you use that bond to heal yourself. But you also get special abilities like, this one. When you're at a certain weapon bond, you get temporary HP every time you hit an enemy. So barbarians have different ways of keeping themselves alive. My mention was Blood Tribute, the best ability I think in the game at this level, where even 50 temp HP is very decent. But, you get access to that at level 2 with the amount of points that you spend in this tree. And it gives you a stacking -1 penalty to Constitution, which seems pretty bad until you realize you have 16 Constitution, so you can stack 15 stacks of those, because you'll need 1 Constitution or you'll become completely helpless. But we have 45 total HP. So basically what this means is that with this ability, we have 15 times 50, right? So that's 750 plus 45, which means we have effectively 795 HP at level 2. You see how huge that is? That's enormous. That's incredible. And we barely took damage in that other dungeon. I wasn't even trying to defend myself. You could have used potions. You could have used, the rest shrines and gotten your rage back. Stuff like that. We didn't. We didn't even bother. Howdy-o, bit of an addendum here, but I figure, well, I'm kind of doing this video already, I might as well go through the whole thing. So this is my level 12 Barbarian. It's not exactly the same character, you know, it's not Nuggets Ahoy or anything. Very disappointed, I know. I have 2 ranks in Blood Tribute, but I also have Blood Strength. So, and I've also taken some HP from the Nature's Protector and Nature's Warrior. This is a multi-class build. But it's not as big on those particular things. So what we can do here is I could show off exactly how good this is. Let's go into, I'm level 12. Alright, well, that's fine, that's fine. We'll go into a level 12 dungeon. So here we are. We'll start off by dropping a Blood Tribute on, and just let these guys come at us. So, boom, boom, boom. But notice I can just put it right back up, so I'm at 100. They're hitting me, I'm at 84, put it back up, 100. You see how easy this is? And look at the con pool I have to work with. Look at that. Now, mind you, I have tomes on this character, so if you reduce that by 5, you would have what you would have for Constitution. So you would have 28, 29, or 30, or whatever it is. Yeah, I've got 3 stacks. So you would have 31, so to speak. 31 Constitution at this level. Which means you can use this 30 times without making yourself helpless. So 30 times 100, 3,000 extra temp HP, 3,000 and 3,454 if you add up your own or whatever it was before. I don't know. It was a little bit higher than that, but well over 3,000 HP at level 12, and well over, as I mentioned, 2,200 at level 2. Very, very, very good. And it's pretty easy to understand. Like, I didn't take any damage at all. It was too easy to play this. Barbarian is so good solo all the way through. Let's fight a boss. Come over here. So we'll pop that on. Oops. Make this a viewable experience. I don't have Import Bypass, so this might be a little more obnoxious. We'll rage, try to get a little bit more hit chance so that when we do hit, it matters. But she can't hurt us anyway. She can't even hit us, so even though I'm missing every single fucking time, oh my god. There we go, actually I'm hitting a lot. Notice she hasn't even gotten past the first Blood Tribute. Look at this. She can't even do anything to us. This is elite mode. This isn't even casual like we were doing before. Yay, I got her. Yay, that was great. And also when she hit me, my other HP procced, you'll see it up here, that was the I Like Pain, meaning I've got even more walls of HP. Like, there was no way that boss was beating me. So you see how tough Barbarians are right now. They are insane. They are ridiculous. This is the easiest class by far to play at low level. And it might be, I would say it's definitely top tier throughout the leveling process. It can fall off in high level content. Once again, these are not high level content videos. I can do those, but this is not them. These are basic builds, so to speak. They're not too in-depth, they're not too difficult to understand. This character is completely wearing like level 5 gear at level 12, so you can tell, oh, there's a couple level 10 pieces in there. I've got level 8, I've got a level 10, level 5. He's got a few pieces here and there that aren't that. Also, I have Sword of Shadows, which is ridiculously powerful. But this wasn't really a test of what is the strongest, so to speak, that the most damage you could do. The most damage you could do is different, honestly. We were talking about the survivability, and the survivability of Barbarian is insane. So I just wanted to addend the video by showing you exactly what your Barbarian can be once he's a little higher level, and how powerful he really is. Even without full stacks of Blood Tribute, they still couldn't get through the 100 temp HP that I had. If it was 150, even mores. This thing here gives another 150 when I'm hit. Even mores. So I'll make this the outro to my video instead, now that we're here. So I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you learned something from the video. That's kind of the intent, and, maybe next time we'll be able to go through, say, Paladin or something else and see what else can be made completely freaking broken. Anyway, I will see you for now, and I hope you have a great one. Alright, take care, bye-bye.